Hello everybody and welcome to our Wellness and Choice webinar. This one is being specially recorded for our people in New Zealand, so I'd really love to welcome you guys onto the webinar and thank you for taking some time today to invest in yourself, invest in your health and see what Isagenix has to offer you in terms of your health and your life. My name's Sandy. I started the Isagenix program almost 2 years ago now, and I purely come in just for the products. Before Isagenix, I was a high school PE teacher, and I'd had a pretty serious health scare. I was 29 years old, and I was hospitalised for a few days, and they couldn't work out what was wrong with me. So at this stage, I decided that I really needed to take control of my health and start doing something about it. So I started working out at the gym 6 days a week and dieting quite strictly, clean eating, thinking that I knew how to lose weight because of my professional background. I had a goal of losing about 10 kilos, and it was a very long and disheartening process in that first few months. It took me 4 months to lose 4 kilos, and I was completely exhausted. I was getting quite sick very regularly. I was very run down, and I used to come home from work and just lay on the lounge. I had no energy to play with my kids, which was quite upsetting, and my mood was really low. So at that stage, I really got to a point where I knew something had to change. My cousin was doing this program, was doing the Isagenix program, and she introduced me to it. I was very, very skeptical to begin with. I thought I would be taking advantage of the 30-day money-back guarantee and sending it back in my first week. But what I found in my first week was that I felt completely different. And it's very hard to show you pictures of how I felt. I can show you my before and after pictures in terms of weight loss, but the feeling is why you stay on this program. I had this energy. The only way I can describe it, it was like I had been plugged back in, or something in my body had shifted, and it was finally getting what it required. My mood had improved, which impressed my husband. He was very happy with that. My sleep improved. My skin started looking much more healthy. My eyes were sparkly, and people were noticing what I was doing. The weight loss was great. In total, I've released 13 kilos, and that was in my first 90 days. And I've maintained that now for over 18 months, which I think is actually more important than the initial weight loss. But that's not why I continue the program. I continue the program for all of those other benefits. And now my husband and I are sharing this program, and I was able to retire from my high school teaching career about 9 months after I started Isagenix. And 6 months after that, we brought my husband Richard home, and now we help people get healthy full time. So this is what we do. I'll share a little bit about our team and our vision a bit later and how our business has progressed, but that's basically our story, and I feel very blessed to be able to share this program with you today. So a little bit about the solutions that Isagenix offers. So there's 4 main areas that they look at. They look at weight management, energy and performance, healthy aging, and wealth creation. So I can imagine that if you're listening to this webinar, you fit into at least one of those categories, maybe even more. And I want you to have a think about, why do we need solutions like these at the moment? There's so many things happening in the world, but there's a few specific reasons. One of the reasons is nutrient depletion of our food. So this is one of the areas that our program addresses. And this is an example from a UCLA study done where it compared the iron content of spinach. And this is just one example of nutrient depletion of our food, but it is a really good one. So if you compared one bowl of spinach in 1953 and looked at the iron content and compared that to 1997, you would need to eat 43 bowls of spinach to get the same amount of iron out of one in 1953. So there's a huge issue happening with the quality of the minerals in our food at the moment. And parts of our program, particularly the shakes, the cleanse and the bars, actually address this mineral need in our body, and that's often why people get this burst of energy when they've been on the program for a little while, because they're feeding their body exactly what it requires. So that's one area that our program addresses. Another area that addresses is toxicity in our environment. So if you have a look at our water supply, our food supply with pesticides and herbicides, our air, the pollution in our air, even all the products we stick on our skin. We've never been exposed to so many chemicals and toxins ever in our history. And our body does have natural processes to release impurities from our body. However, some of them are getting stuck because we're overloading our body. So what parts of our program do is like a supercharge for our natural detoxification systems, in that it can release those impurities more effectively, which means your body can just work the way that it's supposed to. So I'd love to chat to you a bit about our products, and it is a real system of products, and you'll see as I go through and quickly explain them that each product has its own job. Okay, Cleanse for Life. This is a delicious berry flavoured powder, and this is basically the product that I was talking about that is the supercharge for our natural detoxification systems. So it is a whole body cleanse, which means it cleanses every cell of our body. There's not any other cleanse on the market that I know of that does that at this stage. It also helps boost mental and physical performance. And after a deep cleanse day, people notice this huge influx of energy. Ionic Supreme. I like to call this like an old-fashioned tonic. It has plant-based adaptogens in it, which basically adapt to what we are doing. So if you take it first thing in the morning, it's going to help get you ready for the day, pep you up. If you take it last thing at night, it's going to help you sleep really well. It really helps the body handle stress, and this is absolutely my favourite product. I can't go a day without my Ionic Supreme. Our Isolene Shake. This shake has seriously changed my life. I never thought I'd be saying those words. I was anti-shake, and I really like to call it a superfood powder rather than a shake. I think shake gets a bad rep, but these things are amazing. I even give half a shake to my kids every day. So in them, there's 70 trace minerals that we're not getting in sufficient amounts from our food. So that's why it is like after a week of having these shakes, you feel like you get this boost of energy because you're feeding your body what it needs. It has the highest quality protein on the planet, under-natured whey protein. We even have athletes that use our shakes because of the quality of the protein. And it's been shown to really boost our immune system. So my kids love them, my husband loves them, my 88-year-old nan loves them. So they really are just an extra supplement that anyone can take to improve the mineral content and the protein content in their diet. Isolene Pro is very similar to our Isolene Shake in terms of mineral content. The difference is it has a lot more protein than our regular Isolene. So our regular Isolene Shake has 24 grams of protein. The Isolene Pro has 36 grams of protein, and it comes in sachets. So these are really great for people who train at the gym or are looking to put on some extra lean muscle, or people who are looking to break through weight loss plateaus after starting on the Isolene. It's a great option for them. Our essentials for men and women are basically really awesome multivitamins. So we've done some tests and shown that the absorbability of these vitamins far exceeds anything that's available on the market at the moment. So what it says on the pack is exactly what your body is uptaking rather than getting a whole heap of wastage. Ageless Actives. This one is great for energy production, also great for hair, skin and nails. So it has coenzyme Q10 and vitamin D. So vitamin D is really important for calcium uptake. And even though we live in quite sunny countries, well, what you do in Australia, I suppose with our lifestyles and our jobs, we're not exposed to the sun as much as we used to. So we do need to supplement with vitamin D, and this is a great way to do that. Product B, this is a groundbreaking product. This is based on Nobel Prize winning science, and basically it works on a chromosomal level to keep our body healthy. So I'll get a bit science nerdy on you for a second, but if you look at the ends of our chromosomes, which are inside our cells, we have little tails on our chromosomes, and they're called telomeres. They're sort of like the ends of your shoelace. And what they have discovered is that as we age, these telomeres shorten and fray, and that causes things like aging, diseases, all your aging symptoms. So what product B does, it actually feeds our telomeres what they need to be healthy, which then means that we can create healthier cells, and healthier cells mean a healthier body. So product B actually addresses health on a chromosomal level. It's a magical, magical product. Then we have lots of additional products. So the isolane bars are amazing. They taste really naughty, but they're actually good for you. There's 3 different flavors that we have available. There's oatmeal and raisin, chocolate cream crisp, and chocolate decadence. And the beauty of these is if you're out and about and you can't have a shake for some reason, you can have a bar instead, and you're still getting very, very similar nutrient content as to one of your shakes. You can also have half a bar as a snack, which is really convenient. I always keep one in my handbag, so if I'm out and about and I get stuck, I have a healthy option to have. Our e-shots, if you're on this, you've probably heard about them. They're like little natural energy shots. They have about the same amount of caffeine as a cup of coffee, but it comes from green tea and a botanical called yerba mate, and completely clean, no nasties like any of the commercially based energy drinks on the market. I actually use it as a pre-workout and have never trained as hard as what I can with one of these. And we have our Isodelight Plus. So this is truly healthy chocolate. People usually laugh when I say that, but it really is. It boosts mood, it boosts energy, and it boosts metabolism. It's dark chocolate infused with green tea, and I love these and can't go a cleanse day without them. So you can actually eat them on your cleanse day. So you're cleansing your body and eating chocolate. Okay, so I'd love to share a few stories with you. These people are from my team, so I just want to outline that these are a few examples. There are lots of examples out there, so please do a bit of research so you can see the different types. So this is Cass. Cass is from my team, and she's been on the program for over a year now, but she's released over 30 kilos and is just feeling amazing. So she can't believe the difference. She started for weight loss, but what she's got out of it is so much more. The energy and the mood, and the time that she gets to spend with her kids now has really made a huge difference for her and her family. This is my friend Christine. I've known Christine for over 10 years now, and Christine has always had issues with managing her weight, and she's done every diet that there was. She's tried it all, and her daughter started nutritional cleansing and recommended it to her. She was very skeptical to begin with, as are lots of people who start, but within a week she just felt amazing. And overall, at the moment, she's lost 29 kilos, and for the first time ever, she joined a gym. And I know she's been doing kickboxing and boot camps and things that she would never thought possible before. I've spoken to her, I've seen her present at many events and shared her story, and it's just such a beautiful story. Her and her husband are doing this together now, and they've never felt better. Her kids like to tell her that she's aging backwards, so she really likes that. And I get to brag about this one. This one's my husband. So Richie was very, very skeptical when I started, and actually went out and bought other protein powders from the supplement store. And as a result of that, he got really bloated around his stomach area and really thick around the middle, which was crazy because he'd always had so much trouble putting on weight. So a few months into my program, he decided to give the program a go. And he did a 30-day cleanse, and what he found was that in that 30 days, he released about 4 kilos of bloat from his stomach, but he put on muscle in his chest and biceps. So the quality of the protein means that you're retaining muscle whilst releasing fat. So it's ideal for athletes. We have lots of athletes that use our program, including Jana Pittman, who's an Olympian, and I know that there's quite a few New Zealand Olympians who have jumped on board now too. So people are really starting to understand the quality of these products and how they can be used to improve athletic performance. I'd love to share a bit about Isagenix' mission with you. I don't know any other company in the world that does this. So their mission is to impact world health and to free people from physical and financial pain. So, and in the process, create the largest health and wellness company in the world. And they're well on track to doing that. They have a proven leadership team. So John Anderson, they like to call him the mineral man. He's the master formulator of our products, and he has so much experience in this industry. It's crazy. He's worked for more than 600 companies and created more than 2,300 nutritional products. So if you go into your health food store, chances are what you're picking up, John Anderson has had a hand in formulating that. And how he come to create Isagenix was he basically had enough of compromising the quality of his formulations. So he would create this awesome formulation, and the company would then say, oh, that's a bit expensive, you need to change that ingredient. And he'd had enough. So he decided to create Isagenix, which is a really awesome story. Jim Coover is one of the co-founders, and he was a very successful businessman in his own right. Him and his wife, Kathy, were actually retired at the time that Isagenix started, and they come out of retirement to start Isagenix because they have a real passion for health. Jim used to be obese and had a real drive to help people with their health. Him and his wife were worth around $30 million when they created Isagenix. So they're not in this for the money. They really do have a passion for helping people get healthy. And this is Kathy Cooper. She used to be a dental hygienist and started in network marketing to have more time with her son, Eric. And she managed to be the top money earner in 3 different network marketing companies. So she really knows her stuff. And they saw network marketing as a vehicle to not only help people improve their health, but to help them with their finances. So they chose this model for Isagenix specifically over other business models. So they could offer wealth creation as an opportunity through this program. And Angus Love, I love this guy. I met him in Bali earlier in the year when he took over as general manager of Isagenix. He's had massive amounts of experience in network marketing industry, and as someone working in the field, I have had that much support from Angus and helping to develop my team and my business, and he really is an asset to this company. So a little bit about the company. We are the industry leader. We're in 12 countries at the moment and have accumulated $2.5 billion worth of sales in the past 12 years. We have over a decade of experience, so we're 12 years in now, and we've created over 121 millionaires. So I don't know any other company that has done that. Kathy Coover's goal is to create more 6- and 7-figure income earners than any other company. So our scientific advisory board, often when people look at Isagenix, they need to have a look at the science. And it is important. You want to know what you're putting in your body is the right thing. So as I explained before, John Anderson, absolute master in his field. Bill Andrews, he is the world expert on anti-aging and helped formulate the product B that we have. If you look him up, he's a superstar in his industry. And Dr. Michael Colgan, so he's been an expert in the field of protein and brain degeneration for a long time. And he has never aligned himself with any company until he aligned himself with Isagenix. So I think that says a lot about the quality of the protein and the quality of the products that we use. So today you're being offered the opportunity to become an Isagenix associate, and this is how products are distributed. Becoming an Isagenix associate means that you can choose to share if you like. You don't have to, but lots of people, once they get the results and they feel amazing, they want all their family and friends and people that they know to feel amazing as well. So what does Isagenix do for you? They do all the research and development. They look after all the events and have lots of support there for us. They look after all the payments. You don't need to worry about the money side of things. They look after postage and packaging. They do all the product formulation, and they're constantly updating and improving their products. And they look after all the accounting and commission payments. So you don't have to worry about any of that stuff like you would in a traditional business model. So what do you have to do? This is what people ask. You have to use the products, learn the system, and just share your story with people. This is how this business grows. It's basically just by sharing something you love with people. Okay, so what do you get? So you get your products. You get your own online office and your own online shop. So basically it's like online shopping. Once you have your user ID, you can go on and shop for bits and pieces, and you can enroll people into your team through this online office. You get your own website that you can refer people to, and there's so many support systems that you can use. We have podcasts to help you learn about the products. There's resources to help you if people ask you questions about it. It's a really supportive system. How do we get people started? By far, the most supportive pack for people is the President's Pack. You get all of those extra vitamin and mineral supplements that I talked about. You get a packet of bars, you get a blender. You also get your membership. And what I've found is that people who use the President's Pack get better results. And they're getting the best value for money. This by far is the best value pack. Once you've done your first 30 days, you can then choose to move on to a maintenance pack. And you can discuss this with your coach. We'll go through the options with you, but there are a variety of maintenance packs that you can choose. Or if one of these doesn't suit you, you can make your own pack up. So you're not locked into anything. You can change it all. You have full control over that online with your own online office. Okay, so I'd love to show you how to get your President's Pack paid for. So if we're looking at the graph on the right, the other one's there for your reference about the other packs, but the one on the right is the one we're going to focus on. So when you start someone on a President's Pack, you get a PIB or a product introductory bonus. Okay, I'm going to have to do this off the top of my head. You get a PIB or a product introductory bonus of $100. Okay, and the beauty of this is if you share with 2 people in the same week, you're actually going to double that bonus. That bonus is going to go to $200, and you're going to get that for each pack. Okay, so you have $400 there. And when you share with 2 people, you've then become what Isagenix calls a consultant. And by doing that, Isagenix give you another $50. So you've got a total of $450. Now, when your people start, they're going to start feeling awesome, and people are going to start asking them what they're doing. So when you help your team share and they enroll 2 people, they're going to get the $400 that you've just made, but you're also going to get $100 for helping them get paid. So $100 for each person, and you've helped 2 people to get paid, which means you've made $650. Okay. Now, if you can do that in your first 30 days, you actually get another bonus from Isagenix, and you get a $250 bonus. Okay. Which means you've ended up with $900 in your first 30 days, which more than covers your President's Pack and leaves you some money left over so that you can go buy some new shoes or some new clothes because you may need them, or a new gym membership, whatever it is that you would like. The beauty of this is that you can pretty much start risk-free because Isagenix have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you try it and in your first 30 days you aren't satisfied with the product or with the results, then you can get a full product refund. I don't know many other companies that actually do this. This is the confidence that Isagenix has in this program. So I'd love to share a bit about our business story with you. So as I said, I started purely for the products and was not interested in sharing in the least. And within a week, I just felt so good that people were asking me and I organically started to share. So about a month into our journey, I was diagnosed with a serious health issue, and this really shifted my perspective on what I wanted to do with my life. And 2 months after that, my daughter was diagnosed with a learning disability. So we had to make some big decisions, and I decided that I did not want to be away from my children. I wanted to be at home and have that opportunity to give them what they needed. So I started sharing this program with people and helping them to share and building their teams. And after about 9 months of actually starting the program, I was able to retire from my teaching job on double my teaching income. So once we got there, I really thought, well, if we're here, what if I focused on it a little bit more and put a bit more time into it, and was able to bring my husband home from work as well. And 6 months after that, that's what we did. So this opportunity, even though we had no intention of doing it, has been the greatest gift for our family and our life. And now we're very, very passionate about sharing this gift with others and helping them to create lives where they get to choose and where you get freedom and you do things that you want to do when you want to do them, because you're your own boss and you don't have to do anything out of necessity. It's all about choice. So, we love what we do. We work hard at what we do, but it doesn't feel like work because we're just helping people. We're helping people get healthy, and we're helping people free themselves and give themselves more choice in their life. So I really want to encourage you to have any questions that you've written down. Please contact the person that shared this video with you. They will get back to you and give you all the answers that you need. And thank you for spending some time today investing in you and taking this opportunity. So thanks for jumping on, guys. See you later.